Well, I guess we're restarting that one. A little bit of a camera malfunction. Gonna jump on again here at the Cats, headed southbound on 17. Here we go. This is the gorge, which is always narrow on a good day. There's nothing but rocks on the side. Mudslides, this is a common place for water to get across the road. Get up to speed here. Keep all the Teslas at bay. Big old rock on the side of the road, that get exciting. Idea how wet winter we've had. As far everything's really green, really lush. Reservoirs finally filling up, and so of course correspondingly all the undergrowth is really taking off as well. Although the Scotch broom had a pretty good healthy head start from last year. Never got cut, at least in a year, maybe 2 years. I can't remember the last time it got cleaned up. And here we are running down along the reservoir. On the Black Road interchange, Bear Creek and Black Road. Chill out and stay in the number 2 lane here. Maybe let this guy out. Now this stretch we're coming up on, you start to see it. You start to see the Scotch broom approaching on the edge of the roadway. And probably would be good to clear some of this back so you can see what's coming up. And here you're starting to see the mudslides. They clean up pretty well. A lot of the trees they kind of just leave laying on the side of the road. There's a lot of, you're seeing some dead trees in the woods. Damaged guardrails, debris on the side of the road. It's getting better. You got a lot of stuff right out, directly out to the edge of the number 2 lane. This is a real common place to see a lot of problems with water. Pavement's getting bad there. Tree down, left on the side of the road. And the brush right to the edge of the roadway, sometimes almost encroaching into the number 2 lane. I think really at this point the vehicles are what's actually keeping the brush at abatement here. Idle while turn. I'm going to go ahead and pass this guy. I don't like the SUVs in front of us. Another place where there's a washout. Coming around to Moody Gulch. This is a blind corner, which is, the hillside's there. Even if you cleared the brush back, it isn't going to make too much of a difference. Not unusual to come around here and see a car upside down. This is, of course, Moody. Big Moody curve. You can see the guardrails taking some abuse. Lots of underbrush on the sides of the hills. It's up in here that you have a lot of the car fires. maybe it's because of the stop traffic, cars don't overheat right away, but right in this stretch, you can see the rock falls, rocks in the roadway, brush again all the way out to the edge of the road. There's car fire there last year. Kind of look for the black spots here on the right, car fire there. This is just solid vegetation coming down to the edge of the road, sometimes even almost out into the lane. This is all Redwood Estates above us here, and we're coming up on the Redwood Estates exit. Lots of Scotch broom here. This is a place where people pull out, so I call it kind of dead man's corner, because good luck trying to get out there. I use it sometimes, but infrequently. And this stretch up through here, the Redwood Estates is on the right side, and as you can see, solid wall of brush. Again, Scotch broom right down to the edge of the roadway. No separation between the road and there is no shoulder really. So if you have a car fire, it immediately gets into the woods, which is a real problem with the proximity of the community. Sweeping around the retaining or the Gambian wall here. We're going to go all the way to Summit because that's the 0 point for the Santa Clara County side. You can see again lots of rock fall. There's a tree down just here, kind of obviously about as close as you can get into the road without being in the road. Lots of dry, dead vegetation up on the hillsides here. But this is really one of the worst stretches, and that stretch we just went through. We're sweeping around the corner here and going to get off at Summit. There's another tree down. Heavy fuel loading in the woods, lots of dead wood, lots of stuff laying there, dry brush. And then we're getting off at Summit. Go down the different way. I'm going to take a left and we're going to go on up Summit. We came down the other way through Mount Charlie. This is now we're on a well, actually 35 is still a state road or state highway, although we think of it as Summit. Just to kind of give you an idea of one of the larger entrances into Redwood Estates. Cooled off a little bit now, so the duct tape's working better. Give you an idea of coming into the community from the other side. This is not a bad road as far as an escape route goes, but narrow, 2-lane, windy. Maintained, you know, more or less. Yet you can see a lot of brush. And we're coming up. This is Redwood Estates property on the right side. We cleared everything back. Past few years have been going in and doing that. I think it was a shaded fuel break project as well with Fire Safe to clear it out. Chips piled there. I don't think they're too big a threat. Lots of brush here. That's not so good. We'll probably catch that on chipping day. Dead tree. Many of those because of the drought. Well, or sudden oak death. I think a lot of the sudden oaks have been gone for a while now, and this is more a result of the drought. But again, I'm no arborist.